everybody, it's Linda with Copperhead Collectibles. Today we're going to check out this quarter, Salt River Bay 2020 quarter. It has known errors on it, so we're going to check these out. I have not personally found them yet, but I want to look through. I've got a lot of them from my last box here, so I want to make a whole video on this one particular coin because I have so many to look through, and I actually have lots of them put away so I could actually pull out more and look at them later. So I'm kind of excited to find out about this error, so we're going to check it out. So let's move this down here. I would always look through all of this coin, you know, because you've got so much going on. You're bound to find some errors in these leaves of this tree. So I'd look around on all of these, as well as the words, as always. U.S. Virgin Islands, of course, your 2020 on the bottom. Always look at your dates and everything, the entire coin. Okay. Oops, sorry, put my finger in the way. And I need to move this over a bit, like that. Here we go. And what we're really looking at here are the artist's initials. Here, RAM, and the JFM. Those I'm hearing have some errors to them. So, and as well, you want to look in this region here, because these legs here, the roots, will most definitely be doubling at some point. They're going to find something. I just know I'm going to find something like that. So, but what we're really looking for is this RAM and the JFM over here. Okay, I guess there's some doubling here, so we want to definitely check those out. Okay, I don't see anything on this one. I'm going to flip it over real quick and look at the front like always, and see if I see any known problems. I have to stand corrected. On my last video, I called a die chip a cud mark, and I was informed by a fellow coin enthusiast that it was incorrect, and I really appreciate them letting me know. So there's nothing on that one, so we're gonna put that one aside and check out the next one. And yeah, he informed me that I had misquoted myself, and you know, as I've said before, I'm still learning all this, and especially in coins. I know a lot more in stamps than I do in coins, but I am learning as we go, and I've always, you know, I know some things. So again, we're going to look here. All right, so let's check out this one. I again do not see anything on these, and I do not see anything on that RAM, and I do not see anything in that region either. So let's look at the date real quick here. In the Virgin Islands. Sorry, I'm moving stuff out of my way here. And I always glance through that real quick. Let's flip her over. This is a nice condition coin, actually. Almost looks like doubling on that states, but it's a really shiny coin. That's actually why. Let me turn down my light a little bit. It might help. Almost looks like I have doubling on this coin, but I don't think so. These newer coins are hard to really see when they're really shiny. I have to just zoom in a little bit more. So I'm going to say no on this one too. Move on to the next. I'm going to turn my light back up. Let's bust through some of these. Again, I do not see anything here. I don't see anything running around on this. I was questioning this spot, but I do see it in all of the coins so far, so I don't think that's an error. I do not see anything there. Flip it over real quick. Quick glance through these. Always looking at your Liberty, looking at your face as well. And nothing on this one, so let's move on. Hopefully we'll find something here in this error. JFM, RAM. I see nothing. See, again, it's right there. Same kind of things, but I'm always looking on this because I'm telling you they're going to find an error in this region at some point. Someone, if not already, found one on that. So let's look through here real quick. I don't see anything jumping out at me. Let's flip it over and do the other side, as always. Love to hear from you. If you guys have found some errors yourselves, please tell me. I would love to hear, you know, what kind of errors you've found on some of your adventures and treasure hunts. You know, because I really love doing this, and I can't tell you how much hours and time I spend doing this, but I do. I have the time. You know, I live here without my family, so I have a lot of time on my hands until I'm around my family, and then I'm pretty much booked solid when it comes to that. So when I'm with my my grandsons and my daughter and family, I don't get too much time otherwise. So I'm lucky that I don't have them all the time, because I would never be able to do all this. It's, like I said, I would be too busy to ever get anything done. So I'd be with them. But they live in a different state, so fortunately at this moment they do. And things will change, I'm sure, in the future here. But I see nothing that jumps out at me. We're really just looking for that one particular new error that I learned about, the REA or the RAM, and the JFM. I see nothing, and again that spot's still there, so that's obviously not a error. 2020 looks good. Virgin Islands looks good. The pluribus unum is there, fine. The leaves, I see no dye chips anywhere on there. I see nothing, so let's flip this one over real quick, do the obverse side of the coin. My microscope keeps moving, sorry. Instead of the coin, but the microscope. That's a really nice looking coin. Really legible. Really nice. Alright, let's look at this one. I've got rolls and rolls of these put away. And brand new rolls. Now that one looks a little suspicious. That might have to be further magnified. Because that might be doubled there. Let's look at the other side. That might be doubled too, right there on that J, actually. I'm going to have to look at this one. Let's do it right now, shall we? Let's just zoom on down. See if I can do this with one hand. Come on. You don't want to go down. Sorry, guys. It's not working today. I've been using this for so long, I might have to actually replace this thing. And I'm on my white handheld microscope right now, not my bigger one. So I might have to, sorry you guys see that. It's actually the air coming from my computer cooler. Keeps my computer, my old laptop that I use, cool. It's the fan. It sends off wavelengths, wind lines. Okay, so I'm going to put this one aside. We're going to look at that one a little bit more under more magnification later. Hopefully that is something. So I'm going to put that one aside. Up here. Let's keep looking. See what else we can find here. So that one's very plain and simple. Nothing wrong with that. That other one was definitely not the same, and same with the JFM. That looked a lot different over there on that last coin. See, the line is still there. So you always want to glance here. You never know. Some of these lines are going to be wrong. You're going to see an extra leg or something. It's going to, after you look at these coins enough, you'll know where there's not something that shouldn't be there. And there's a mark, like something like this would look like, oh, my eye draws to that, because it's not really supposed to be there. So your eye will draw to these kind of spots once you've looked at them enough. you'll start pointing out things that, you know, you'll actually learn the coin and figure out where and not to and so forth. Quick glance at the front. It's a nice coin too. Most of these are really good condition. I find a lot of nice ones of these coins. Have not been in circulation too long. So they're in generally pretty good shape. Okay, again, RAM is clear. There's that line. I don't see anything jumping out at me about the other lines. JFM is fine. 2020, everything looks good on this coin. On this side. So let's pop it over. See if we can find one of these errors here. You know, you gotta go through thousands to find these errors. I hope at one point, you know, you always gotta look at your In God We Trust. Always look at your In God We Trust. Your D, your mint mark. Always look for those, and always look at your Liberty. Those are places where you might really find, you know, grease marks. You know, something missing. Like I've found lots of coins that the L's are completely missing on. So. Always look at everything. I say just look at everything. That way you're not bound to miss anything that's really important when you look at everything. And you get in the habit of looking at everything. Then you don't miss anything. Again, this one's looking a little shaded. I think that might possibly be doubled there. We will have to look into this one again. Again, there's that line. And this one looks a little darker than normal, but that's just from maybe being dirty. And the JFM looks okay compared to that RAM. The RAM doesn't look right. Looks like it might have a little doubling on the bottom, but maybe not. It just might be the illusion. Now that I look at it a little bit different, move it over. But you can almost see a light, faint lines below it, but I don't think it's doubled. Now that I look at it at different angles. Always move your coin around. You get better perspective if you move it. Light has a way of hiding and showing things. So you definitely want to look around and move the coin, or move your microscope, whichever you prefer. See, now look at that. See that? That's probably just a bag error. I would think it's a bag error. It's possible. Bag chip, bag ding, whatever you want to call it. Damage. Alright. Let's go on to the next here and get some of these done so we can actually maybe find something. Yeah, those look really good. All this looks good. All this looks good. Again, there's that line. I don't see anything anywhere else on this area. 2020 looks a little like it might be doubling there. Or it's just shadowing. See, there's shadowing that can be happening that you think is doubling and it's not. So I'm not going to call this doubling at all. It kind of looks like it on your screen as well. Now that I see it in this, I'm looking through my camera, I can see doubling through here. Maybe I'm going to have to hold on to this one. This one looks like it has doubling around all the edges here. And inside that O, the zero. So we're going to put this one aside and look at it a little further under the bigger microscope. So let's flip this one over here, glance at it real quick. If anything else jumps out at us. That R looks a little rusty on the bottom there on the trust. So is that little spot there. We will investigate those when we put it under the the microscope later. So we're gonna put that one and check it. All right, let's get some more. That one looks a little fishy as well. As you see, looks a little fishy. You move it around, kind of cleans it up actually when you move it. Might not be anything. RAM looks okay. Virgin Islands, 2020. E pluribus unum. So River Bay, let's flip her over. Same thing jumping out at here. Nope, I see nothing. Okay. Moving on. Well, I hope you guys like my videos. I really enjoy doing these error coin ones. That one definitely we're going to be looking at. Might be just from, you know, being dinged around in the bag, but so is this one. This is looking a little fishy too. So we'll be looking at this one for sure under the microscope. A little further down, a little closer. Everything else looks okay. All right, so let's flip her over. We'll put this one aside to search more detail. And some kind of green spot there. It doesn't come off green on your screen, but it's green on mine. Those are really not the best condition, but we will look into that one a little bit more. Now let's hit this one here. That one looks good. Sides look good. Side looks good. Oops, sorry, my bad. My computer fall asleep. Wasn't paying attention. U.S. Virgin Islands looks okay. Okay, so I think this one, this here, that's an interesting spot right there. Do you see that? That we might be looking for, because that might be a die chip. That does not look like an indentation. It looks like something on it. So we will most definitely be checking that spot out, because it might be actually just a die chip, but it's still an error. This one looks pretty good. Let's oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right, let's flip this one over, see how the front's going on this. That's nice. Nice copy. Liberty looks good. $1, mint mark, and God we trust. Okay. Always looking at the face as well. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but always look around these regions. I've found double chin, double nose. I've found spots on his hair, his neckline, the back of his hair, the ear. There's lots of places you need to be looking for errors. Okay, so we're going to put that one definitely aside. And let's move on to the next. Looks good. Again, that line is still there, so that's obviously the way it is cut. I see nothing else different. RAM. Don't see anything. Don't see anything. So let's flip her over real quick. Again, always look at your In God We Trust, your mint mark, $quarter, Liberty, neck, nose, chin, mouth, eyes, nose, forehead, all of it. Look around. You never know where an error is going to show up. Just because one guy has an error on that coin does not mean every coin is going to have that same error. So look around, folks. Check your coins. Can't say it enough. Cannot say that enough. Because you never know what you're going to find. Always pick through your change. And your dollars. You know, I do a lot of videos on dollars. I have fun going through dollars. It keeps my hands cleaner, I'll tell you that, than these coins. My hands get destroyed by coins. I have to put lotion on constantly and cracks my fingers, and I know it's those coins that I'm handling because my fingers are only rough on those fingers that I handle the coins with. So I used to wear those ugly gloves, but I don't like them on my hands, and they get really kind of gross looking, worse than my fingers, so I don't really like them. They turn kind of green, so I don't like it. So the RAM looks good here. Virgin Islands looks good. 2020 JFM, all of this looks good. Same thing, everything looks good. So this one is another no-go. Let's flip her over, see what we find on this side. We have found a few coins that are, you know, worth checking into for a little bit further detail. Don't see anything on this. But it's always fun to look. You know, I've got lots of different error coins that I go through. I pull. You guys watch my videos. You see which ones I pull. Those are the errors that I generally search for. I'd love to know more. There's another. Same thing here is all good. All good here. 2020 looks good. Let's flip it over. I don't see anything anywhere. Flip that over. All right. A couple more and we're going to call this an end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Salt River Bay. Obviously it's in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And you want to look for your RAM and your JFM. Okay, those are the places you want to look. Those are, people have found some errors on these, so that is an absolute error. Just because they found it does not mean you're going to, but it's a possibility. So it doesn't hurt to look, as I say. So look around on your coins. And hopefully you guys find some of these error coins. You know, these are fun to have. You can get it graded if you choose. If not, just put it in your collection and know that you got a really cool error. You could sell it to a collector. You know, there's different things you can do with it. You can send it out for grading, or you don't have to get it graded. You can just give it your own, you know, generalizing of grading. You know, you can look it up and see what kind of, you know, standards they use, and you know, kind of grade your own. You can give it, you know, whatever kind of grade you want, and then it just won't be an official grading. But it'll kind of give you an idea of the standing of what coin you have. There are places you can go to get graded, and it does cost money too. Just look at this. That's a little spot there. That's questionable. See, we're gonna look into that for sure. That could be a die chip for sure. That looks a little thick there. How's the RAM look? RAM looks a little questionable too, so we're gonna question this one as well. What I'll do is maybe I will put these under the big microscope and make a video about, or I mean, finish up this video with that. And but anyways, this is Linda with Copperhead Collectibles. I really hope you guys will you know, pick through your coins and do what I'm doing and checking out your error coins and holding on to them and doing whatever you want to do with them, because it's really, really exciting to do this. You know, let me know if you like this video. Hit that like button for me. I really, really appreciate that. I really thank you for viewing my videos, and you know, leave me a comment. I really appreciate listening and hearing, and you know, communicating with my subscribers. And like I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I do not see anything on this one. This is a really fun error to look for. An easy one to look for. It's not going to be hard to find if it is there. Like I said, look for your RAM and your JFM. Okay, and anyways, this is Linda with Copperhead Collectibles. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for viewing. Bye-bye.